Hello everyone, I am Alia Hussain and today we'll be covering interviews based on gender inequality along with my other two members Anushka Sharkar and Asif Ali. Gender inequality is something that doesn't need to be defined as to what it is. We all know about it. But even though the world is taking a lot of steps towards social levels, I think it is something that still exists in the backward societies and even in the subconscious mind of the people living in the urban areas. So, without wasting any time, let's move forward. Our first guest for today is our very own professor at ILEAD in the Faculty of Media Science Department, Mr. Ankur Roy. He has been a part of ILEAD for over 4 years now and teaching journalism. He has formerly been a sports journalist at the Statesman newspaper and also participated in various other forms of media platforms. I am sure that he will be able to provide deep understanding over the issue. Hello, sir.
Hi,
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
So, our next interview is with Ankan, sir, who is a member in the Faculty of Media Science at ILEAD. So, can you tell us something about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Ankun Roy and I teach media science at IIT. It's been 4 years I'm teaching now.
So, are you ready for the questions now?
Yeah, sure.
To begin with, I'll be asking some very rapid questions which seems odd at first, but you'll get the hang of it as we proceed ahead. Number one, would you step out of your home at night in the dark all by yourself without feeling threatened?
See, it's all depends on whether I'm going for luxury or necessity, right? So if it's necessity,
Yeah.
I have to, but I have to be extra conscious. Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever change your path? Not necessarily in recent times, but it could have happened years ago also. Has it ever happened that you changed your path while walking outside just to avoid a group of guys or any group of
it happened,
people
it
that
happened
has
back in
triggered?
2019, I guess. And I was walking in Ravindra Sharma Lane. So I was really feeling threatened. We were a group of 3 people. So yeah, specifically for the girls in the group, we were feeling threatened by a group of guys, and we had to avoid that way.
So can you tell us why were you feeling threatened?
Okay, so those people were telling a lot of things that यहाँ पे दो लड़की एक लड़का क्या कर रहा है kind of things, and they were completely teasing us. So and they were more in number. I think they were near about 8 to 10 people, and all of them were carrying some wickets and bats. Though maybe they were playing cricket somewhere, but yeah, because I was feeling threatened specifically.
Yeah, that could have happened. Do you think you can wear any choice of clothes without being judged by the society?
I don't have any problem, but yeah, people will judge me.
People
that's
will
for sure.
always judge. That's it. Do you think you can make an international solo trip all by yourself?
Okay, since 2017, I'm doing that solo travel, international travel. So you just have to be extra conscious. I mean, solo traveling is not a problem. It's not about the place; it's about the people. So if you really can gel with them, then solo traveling is absolutely safe. I mean, I have never felt threatened or I have never felt any kind of problems because already it's been 7 countries I've been to solo traveling. So it's
Wow,
not
that's
been a
really
problem.
nice. But I think it for us, for girls,
Yeah,
or
for
for
girls,
women,
I think-
maybe
I think
it
kind of
needs a
problem.
it
Yeah.
needs a more confidence. And do you think that gender has an effect in a workplace? Like you've been in the media industry for a long time, and sometimes gender can hold back a person from a specific role. Like media is a very big umbrella, right? There can be different type of roles.
Right. Okay. So one answer to that. I have heard. I mean, I have not witnessed. I've heard that one of the major Bengali newspapers, they used to hire reporters, only male reporters, once upon a time, because they had a logic that I cannot ask a girl to come out of her home to cover an event at 10 p.m. at night. So
Yeah.
by giving this excuse, they used to hire only male reporters. But again, I'll definitely not name the newspaper. But things are changing. I can assure you that, because if you switch on any of the electronic media channels, or if you open any of the newspapers, you will see a lot of females. I mean, I'll say that specifically for the electronic media, the majority of the faces are female faces. So things are changing. I mean, it is not supposed to be what it used to happen 10 years back. The things are changing.
So even at live reporting places, like sometimes there has been some catastrophic events. So even there,
Yeah. Ground Zero reporting has been a very famous reporting these days. So I have seen female reporters covering the Amphan event, even for the Russia-Ukraine war. I mean, I think as per the latest statistic, I'm not very sure about it, but I think already 10 to 12 female reporters have been killed in the war zone, right? So, I mean, definitely it's a negative news, but it's a positive thing for the gender equality, I can say.
Right. So now it's a bit clear as to where we are leading with this interview. Moving forward, do you believe that we're living in a patriarchal society, and do you think we are a victim of this system?
Yeah, patriarchal society, then it's a big yes. Still we are. But yeah, I mean, this patriarchal society totally depends on pocket-wise basis, because we are not part of North India, so we are not that much patriarchal. But if you go to the northeastern portion of India, it's absolutely not patriarchal. But again, if you go to the North India, then it's more about patriarchal. I mean, it all depends on the pocket-wise thing.
And sometimes even men can fall into this in patriarchal system in a negative way, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. And I'll also say that I have seen a lot of women who are more patriarchal than the men. So that's what also I have seen.
That's true. Can you share any incident that relates to this matter, or do you know of someone with whom something has happened of this sort?
Patriarchy?
Yeah.
See. I mean, most of the lower middle class people, I mean, they always have a habit that if they have one son and one daughter, so they always feed the son more than the daughter, because they have belief that he is the one who will feed the family, and ladki to sasural chale jayenge. So this mentality we still are carrying, I'll say.
Even for education, they'll educate the son more.
In case of education, they always prefer the son over the daughter.
Yeah.
Still now.
Can you tell us some ways to combat this issue of gender inequality?
I mean, you have to treat a person as a human being, not by the gender. I think that's the only solution I can give.
Correct. And how do you think the world is trying to change the mindset regarding gender issues?
World is changing. That I can assure, because just I can give you an example from the UK recently. 2021 or 2022. I don't exactly remember the time frame. But the female journalist of one of the leading newspapers of UK, they protested against the management, because the management was paying more salary to the male employees than the female employees, and the management have listened to them, and they are also getting the same salary as the male employees. So the world is changing. I mean, the slow
that's a good news.
Yeah.
And also there are some companies where they're hiring only females, and it's a whole female gang type of thing. At last, do you want to give us a message for the viewers regarding gender inequality?
I'll say that media has to take the initiative, because most of the people do not have the that awareness about gender. People sometimes mismatch between sex and gender. So one thing I have to be very clear with, that what is sex and what is gender. Sex is what we are born with, and gender is what we are, what we identify with, right? But most of the time we mix match that thing, because whenever we see a person begging for money in the streets, I think you can understand whom I'm talking about. So sometimes we say that they are the transgender. So actually they are not. Actually, the proper term for them is either intersex or mixed gender, you can say, right? So again, transgender, this particular term, and creating awareness about this particular term, I think media can take the initiative, because they are the one who can change the mentality.
True.
Right? So.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out your valuable time. We really appreciate it, and this interview has been a great success, and you've shared some really great insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our next interview is again with a very respected professor at iLead, but in the faculty of BBA Entrepreneurship, Meghumala ma'am. She has been teaching BBA Entrepreneurship for over 6 years now, and with her help, we will be able to understand the concept of gender issue inside the corporate world. Let's start. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
On top of the world.
So our next interview is with Meghumala ma'am, who is a member of faculty in BBA Entrepreneurship department at iLead. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Okay, I have been in this BBA entrepreneurship for last 5-6 years. So it's a difference. There's a big difference between a general BBA and an entrepreneurship. They are go-getters, more of go-getters. So it's more challenging to teach
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch of such people.
Okay, ma'am. So are you ready for the questions now?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. So to begin with, I'll be asking some very rapid questions, which seems at odd at first, but you'll get the hang of it as we proceed. Number one, would you step out of your home at night in the dark all by yourself without being threatened?
If it's not very compulsory, I won't get first and that means that I am a little threatened in that case.
Right. Do you ever change your path? Not necessarily in recent times, but it might have happened sometime long years back. Has it ever happened that you changed your path walking outside just to avoid a group of guys?
No, that didn't happen with me, but I knew some people who had to do that.
Okay, yes. Do you think you can wear any choice of clothes without being judged by the society?
No, I can't do that. It's always in my mind that how people will judge me.
Yeah, it's. I think it's with everybody. It happens with
It's very
everybody.
common, It's very
Yeah. Do you think you can make an international solo trip all by yourself?
maybe 10-15 years back I wouldn't have tried that, but now I think things are changing and it's possible for me to go there.
It's we actually need a different type of confidence to do that.
Yes, that confidence is now with me. I have that confidence, and I think the next generations are also having the confidence too. It's coming.
We hope it is so.
Yeah.
Do you think that gender has an effect in a workplace, especially as you're a member in the faculty of BBA entrepreneurship? So does gender affect the opportunities available to the people in the corporate sector,
Yes, of
like
course,
becoming
of course.
a CEO or being a head management of a group?
Yes, the glass ceiling is still there. Many people don't. They just think that there is always a question mark when it comes to gender, or maybe it's just not gender. I will say if there is some difference from the common, the more the numbers, but they will be able to judge you. But when it comes to like you are different from the others, then there is a
Yeah.
question mark. Means what type of difference is this? Difference is not accepted easy. You are in a team of maybe 15 people where you are the only lady. Then the question mark
Then it
comes.
becomes difficult.
Will you be able to cope up with them? Why is this question coming that will I be able to cope up with
Yeah.
them? The question should be like, will they be able to cope up with me? That
Correct.
should be the question.
Yes.
But
yes,
it's the otherwise.
Definitely.
That's always with when you are different from the others.
Okay, so now it's a bit clear as to where we're leading with this interview. Moving forward, do you believe that we are living in a patriarchal society, and have you ever felt being a victim of the system?
Yes, of course. It's always
Even I believe so. So could you share any incident that relates to this matter, or do you know of anyone who had such experiences?
For my case, I can just give my example. Like when I was selecting my career, what should I select? The first option that not my close family, I will not talk about my own family, but my relatives, the whole society, the first perception that girls should be teachers.
That's right.
Corporate world is not for them. Teachers is okay, then they can look after their family also and they can work also. That was the first notion, that was the first concept that girls should be teachers and nothing else. So why? We can have different capabilities. A girl can be,
Definitely.
we have different people different ladies, the women who are, they have their different talents. So that option is not given. That opportunity should come.
Even I know a friend who just took science so that their parents wouldn't think that she's doing arts just to just for the sake, and they'll get her married afterwards.
Yeah.
Because she's not ambitious.
Yes.
So it happens. Even I know such friends. Let's move forward. Can you tell us about some ways to combat this gender inequality? It's become a very serious issue now.
Society comes with its own solutions. Now, as this inequality is coming, it's increasing day by day. There is some threat. It's just not girls. I will say this
it's
threat is to all the individuals who are in minority. That means minority in the sense I am saying maybe who have different preferences, who belong to, who are less in numbers in the whole of the community.
Yeah.
This is happening to everyone. But I am sure the society will come with its solutions. Like we have seen in recent days that it's just not the government, but even it's very visible in the media, like the different advertisements that are being promoted and the gender equality themes that are being created. Yes,
yes.
and a few important steps like Women's Day was first. If we talk about 8 March, if you go back 10-15 years back, that was not so prevalent. But
Yeah.
now you will find that it is, yes, it is there. It's just not giving away gifts to women, but also showing them respect through this. And it's just not one day, but it should be overall all days. It should be like equality for everyone. Everyone should be respected.
A lot of brands are making ad films on this issue.
Yes. So that is a context that they are using
Yeah.
to show their
show.
their motto.
Yeah. So at last, do you want to give out a message for the viewers regarding gender inequality?
For the women, I will say that if you are confident and you know what you want to do, nobody can stop you. You should be sincere in your work. You should have that quality of your work. Then nobody can stop you.
I think everyone should believe in this.
Yes,
I
and
believe is
once
very
you show your
important.
confidence, everyone has to believe. They have to believe.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are very glad to have you. We really appreciate your valuable time. It was a really good experience. We got really great insights. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
Our last guest for today is a student at iLead in the fashion department, Prashanto Sharkar. Prashanto is a very dedicated and highly ambitious student. But more than that, I can say that Prashanto is a great human being. I can't wait to speak to him. Hello.
Hi,
We are very glad to have you here. Thank you for being with us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm also doing very well.
Nice.
So can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. I am Prashanto. I'm doing my fashion designing in iLead, and I'm really lucky to be a student of iLead for now. And yes, I have studied my class 12, and I am now doing my fashion designing.
Great. So are you ready for the questions now?
Sure, I am.
Okay, first of all, can you tell us about your dreams, your passions, your future aims and goals?
Yes, from my childhood I had a dream to be a person, human, like helping others, and like অনেক জনের যেরকম একটা থাকে না যে একটা পুলিশ হবে বা একটা মেকআপ আর্টিস্ট হবে বা একটা ফ্যাশন ডিজাইনার হবে। এই যে আমার যে ছোটোবেলাটা আমি অত কিছু ভাবতাম না, আমি শুধু ভেবেছিলাম যে আমি একটা মানুষ হব, সৎ মানুষ, যেখানে আমি মানুষের জন্য ভালো করব, আমার জন্য যেন ভালো হয়, এইটুকানি আমার স্বপ্ন ছিল।
That's really nice. We wish the best for your future. Time for some rapid questions now, okay? Would you step out of your home at night in the dark all by yourself without feeling threatened?
টু বি অনেস্ট, আমি এখনো পর্যন্ত ভয় পাই, আতঙ্কে থাকি। কিন্তু এই আতঙ্ক যদি আমি সারাক্ষণ যদি রেখে দিই, তো আমি না জীবনে এরকম ভয় পেয়েই থাকবো। তো আমাকে বুঝতে হবে কোন পোশাকে আমি বেরাচ্ছি, কিভাবে বেরাচ্ছি। ইটস অল ডিপেন্ডেন্ট।
Can you tell me what do you fear?
হ্যাঁ, ফিয়ার অফ হ্যারাসিং আস, লাইক আমার মতো মানুষদেরকে এই রাত্রির বেলা, দিনে দুপুরেও তো আমাদের সঙ্গে অনেক রকমের বাজে জিনিস হয় আমাদের সঙ্গে, সেক্সুয়াল হ্যারাসমেন্ট, আমাদেরকে এমনভাবে টোন টিটকারি মারছে আমাদেরকে দেখে, এবার তো হাত লাগাতে 1 সেকেন্ডও লাগবে না আমাদের গায়ে।
We totally understand. So, do you ever change your path, or has it ever happened that you changed your path while walking just to avoid a group of guys or any group of people that triggers you?
Yes, I try to avoid people, and hope you guys have noticed me. I try to stay alone because that is my most thing, because I need to feel good. If people who are disturbing me, that is not what I'm feeling, right?
Yeah.
তো আমি যতটা পারি আমি নিজের মতন ভাবে থাকার চেষ্টা করি।
Okay. Do you think you can wear any choice of clothes without being judged by the society?
ও মাই গড, আমি ভীষণই এখন আতঙ্কে আছি এই যে প্রেজেন্টে। আমি নিজেও বুঝতে পারছি না আমি ছেলে না মেয়ে। কারণ আমার কি দায় পড়েছে যে তোমাদেরকে বলবো আমি মেয়ে না ছেলে? আমি তো জানি না সেটা। এটা আমার ইচ্ছে। আমি ধরো এই গোপদারি নিয়ে চোখে কাজল পরেছি, তাতেও কিন্তু লোকেদের একটা প্রশ্ন, কেন? আমি কেন উত্তরটা দেবো তোমাকে? আমার প্রশ্ন এটা, কেন উত্তর দেব? আজকের এখানে লেডিস টয়লেট আছে, জেন্টস টয়লেট আছে, কিন্তু আমি গোপদারি নিয়েও কিন্তু শাড়ি পরেছি অনেকবার। তো আমি এখন ভয় পাই যে আমি লেডিসে যাব না জেন্টসে যাব, তাহলে আমার জন্য ওয়াশরুম কোথায়? সেটাই আমি শুধু প্রশ্ন এখনো পর্যন্ত।
I would like to take a moment here to say that you're looking really beautiful today.
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
Do you think you can make an international solo trip all by yourself?
না, মনে তো ভয় থাকবে সারাক্ষণ, কিন্তু টু বি অনেস্ট আমাদের মতো মানুষদেরকে কিন্তু অনেক স্ট্রং হতে হবে। কারণ অনেক বিপদ, একটা মানুষ ভাবো না, একটা মানুষের কি একটা অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হয় না? ওদেরকে অনেকজন অনেক কথা বলে না, ওদেরও তো শুনতে হয়। এরকম ওরকম আমাদেরকে এড়িয়ে যেতে হবে। যদি এরকম ধরনের সমস্যা যদি আসে, আমাদেরকে এড়িয়ে যেতে হবে, তারপর আমরা জয় করতে পারবো।
Yeah. Do you think that gender has an effect in a workplace? I mean, we know that fashion is a department where expressionism is practiced freely. Yet, do you think there are any boundaries to that?
হ্যাঁ, এমন এমন জায়গায় আছে যেখানে তোমাকে পুরুষ হতে হবে, পুরুষ না হলে নাকি কাজ করা যায় না। তো এটা আমি একদমই মানি না। কারণ আমার এমন এমন বন্ধুরা আছে যারা এই কমিউনিটির মধ্যে কিন্তু পুরুষের থেকেও না অনেক 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 ভালো। মানে ভালো বলতে ওরা ভাবে পুরুষই মানে পুরুষত্ব কাজ করতে পারে, কিন্তু এই যে আমাদের মতো মানুষেরাও কিন্তু অনেক যেগুলো পুরুষও করতে পারে না, কিন্তু সেটা আমরাও করতে পারি।
But I'm sure you are really strong and you can fight that back, and you know we're leading to a world that is more free-minded in today's society. So I think we can fight that. You got it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Moving very much closer to our topic, do you believe that we are living in a patriarchal society, and have you ever felt being a victim of this system?
Yes, I feel that.
All right. How do you fight back for yourself during these challenging situations?
I raise my voice, and not only raising my voice will do the solution, I also take action. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it's not, doesn't happen because it's India.
We totally support you. We have your back, Prashanta. So, for the last question for today, do you want to give out a message for the viewers regarding gender inequality?
I just want to tell to all my who are watching, I want to tell them, you have to be strong. Believe in you. Dress whatever you want to dress like. And if you're afraid, আরো লোকেরা তোমাকে ভয় দেখাবে। জীবনে ভয় পেলে জীবনে উন্নতি করতে পারবে না। আর তুমি এগিয়ে যাও, আর কিছু বলার নেই।
Thank you, Prashanta. That was really, really inspiring. We got some deep insights from you. We really appreciate it, and we are very glad for today's interview. Thank you so much. For now, let's call it an end to the interview sessions. I feel extremely honored to be a part of this great initiative, and I want to take a moment to thank all the interviewees who took out their precious time to join this noble cause. Thank you.